Tornado warning in effect for Cowley County until 7:45 this evening. The center of circulation is going to be passing to the southeast of Udall and just to the north of the Winfield area. National Weather Service Slack, which is also known as our chat network, we have seen pictures of a wall cloud and also a funnel associated with this storm. So I know it doesn't look like your typical classic supercell structure, but this storm definitely means business. Storm will be tracking to the northeast. See this over toward Dale to the northeast of Oxford. This is actually where we have that circulation that will be tracking to the northeast. So those of you that live just southeast of Udall, over toward Rock and over toward Winfield, this area of Cowley County needs to be in your tornado safe place at this time. This will be approaching Dale within the next 5 minutes. So like I said, this is one thing that we've noticed on pictures that have been coming in through National Weather Service chat of a wall cloud, but also a funnel that's been trying to pop from that wall cloud at times. This has prompted the tornado warning in effect for Cowley County until 7:45 this evening. Let's go over to shear rate. Let's take a look and see another look at this. Oh yeah, we've got a sink drain right here, right there. If that is not going to be producing a tornado right now, then it's going to be producing a tornado here pretty quickly. So those of you that are going to be in the path of this storm, which includes Dale, this is going to take it right into the heart of Cowley County. You folks need to be in your tornado safe place. Where we have that circulation associated with this tornado is going to be on the south side, 142nd Road, and on the north side, right on top of 112th Road, up to, I would say, to the south of 72nd Road, which is going to be to the south of the Udall area. This is immediately to the west of Highway 77 that goes northbound and southbound out of Rock, prompting the tornado warning until 7:45 this evening for Cowley County. We do have meteorologist Jack Maney in Storm Tracker 3 monitoring conditions. Jack, where are you right now, and what can you tell us from your vantage point?
Hi, Lisa. We are in Mulvane right now, and we're looking at that storm that's tornado warned off in the distance, but the trees are going to prevent us from being able to see exactly where things are going on down at ground level, at where that circulation is going to be. But we're going to be continuing to get closer. We're on K15. We're heading southeast. We'll be there in just a few minutes, and we'll have an update for you as soon as we get there. Lisa.
All right, one thing that we're going to do, Brenda, we're going to go ahead and keep our radar shot here. We're also going to keep Maney's shot in our double box here, so you folks can see. Once he comes into closer range of where this area is that could lead to this tornado, we want to make sure that everybody is advised, because we've seen the pictures of funnel clouds trying to drop out of that wall cloud. Storm just got another update, tracking to the northeast. That center of circulation going immediately to the north of the Winfield area. This will stay over rural areas of Cowley County. So we're talking about our farmers, we're talking about our ranchers, we're also talking about areas over toward Dale in your tornado safe place, because that is where we have that center of circulation, and it looks like it may be tightening up a little bit more. Let's go ahead and switch back over to our shear rate. Thank you, Lucy. And there you go. When you see the sink drain, that tells you that we're either going to have a tornado momentarily or one could be on the ground. So definitely changing across parts of Cowley County, south of Udall, and also approaching the Dale area. This is going to be Highway 77. That suspected area where that tornado could drop is going to be right here in this location. Meteorologist Lucy Dahl putting a track on this to the northeast at about 24 miles per hour. That's going to be the path that this storm is taking, and within about 3 minutes, this center of circulation is going to be right on top of the Dale area. So they are sounding the sirens at Winfield City Lake, which is definitely a good idea to let people who are outdoors know that the threat here is possible with this storm. This is one of those storms that's been all by itself. It's not competing against other thunderstorms. We have a solid line of severe thunderstorms extending from northeast Kansas back across the state line into Cowley County, or into K County, Oklahoma. But this is the one that has prompted the tornado warning in effect for Sumner County. And if we could put the marquee on here that's the tornado warning, Lucy, as opposed to the severe thunderstorm warning. There we go, until 7:45. Also going to be getting some large hail passing through Cowley County. I would suspect this would be at least $half, maybe up to the size of golf balls as this storm continues to strengthen. We We do have a report of golf ball size hail now in Andover. That is going to be with a different severe thunderstorm off to the north and also to the east. But this one here, this one bears watching because the rotation is holding together on Doppler radar. This is our velocity product, so we're looking at the twisting of the winds, what's happening several thousand feet up into the atmosphere. We're looking at that with this storm, and we're also looking at what is going on across places like where we're all standing, where the surface is. So this is going to be, you're looking for the brighter greens, the brighter reds. You don't want those to touch together because as they get much brighter, that is when you are going to get a tornado. Shear rate still not as strong as it was. It's backed off to the week, but there's still rotation that is ongoing within this storm. Let's get back out to meteorologist Jack Maney for an update.
Hi, Lisa. We're on that storm. You can see it there in the center of our screen. We're getting a view of the base of the storm right now, but it's still pretty hazy and tough to see the details from our distant vantage point here. We're continuing to get closer and closer, and we can't see a lowering from our position right now, but we'll continue to update you as we get closer. Lisa.
All right. Looking at a different radar source, which is going to be the TDWR, it is definitely showing quite good signature on it in this part of Cowley County of potentially producing a tornado with this. And Lucy, so in about Dale, in about 1 minute here, that's meteorologist Jack Maney in the Storm Tracker 3 getting into position so he could have a better view of this tornado that's prompted this tornado warning until about 7:45. So let's change that marquee, Lucy, from severe thunderstorm warning over to tornado warning. And this is going to be the red polygon. If this polygon goes purple, then you know that it's been observed. But we can't take any chances with this because this rotation is certainly starting to pick up. New report, funnel cloud has been spotted 5 miles to the south-southeast of Udall in Cowley County, which is going to put it exactly where we have this rotation showed right here. So Dale, this is moving right on top of you as we speak. Let's get back out to Jack Maney in Storm Tracker 3. Jack.
Hi, Lisa. When we get around these trees, we'll be able to see maybe a little bit better view of the base of that thunderstorm. Now starting to see some more definition coming in. You can see the leading edge of that updraft in the top right-hand corner of your screen. And the rotation, but I believe, based on the orientation of this with respect to radar, would be just to the right of the road that we're looking from our vantage point. I don't see a visible lowering right from here. At least not visible from our vantage point. But yeah, we are still kind of on the backside of that storm, not in the most favorable position to view exactly the most dangerous portion of this storm. We'll be continuing to get closer and closer with every passing minute. Here in just a few minutes, I believe we will probably have some more information to give you. Lisa.
All right, and we're going to continue to check in with you, meteorologist Jack Maney in Storm Tracker 3, and it looks like this might be cycling again. It looks like that rotation is now starting to tighten up a little bit more on top of Dale. Soon this will be passing on top of Highway 77. This is Cowley County. This is a tornado warning until 7:45. We have seen pictures. We have also heard of reports of funnel clouds that have been spotted not too far away from the Udall area. Just so the folks in Udall are watching this, because I know the anxiety that comes with tornadoes in Udall. This is going to stay to the south-southeast of you for this storm. The polygon that goes south of Rock from Dale, crossing Highway 77 and to the north of Winfield, this is what has prompted the tornado warning that will stay in effect until 7:45 this evening. To show you some other communities, if this holds together and maintains this tight circulation, it'll stay south of Rock, it will stay south of Douglas, but down the road it could be impactful for Atlanta. It could also be impactful for Burden. So Atlanta to Burden, you folks are not under that tornado warning, but I need you folks to make sure that you are watching this storm rather closely. And looks like Jack is getting a tighter view of the part of the storm, the lowering. Let's get back out to Jack.
Hi, Lisa. We can see the lowering from our vantage point now. It's not especially large, but it is definitely something pointing down from the base of that thunderstorm right in the spot where that rotation is the strongest. We're looking at a little bit of a zoomed in view, getting some trees in the way now, but there it is right there, right-hand side of the screen, moving that towards the center. That is where we've got, looks like a small lowering, maybe a very small, weak funnel cloud, but I don't see any. It doesn't look like it's especially strong, and it looks like it might even be starting to become a little bit more ragged at this moment. But we are going to keep getting closer, getting into a better position. We'll have more updates for you as we get closer. Lisa.
And what happens with these storms is that just like us as humans will breathe in, we'll breathe out, same thing happens with thunderstorms because they're trying to survive. We also have thunderstorms up to the northwest of this tornado-warned storm in Cowley County. So this one might get absorbed by that line that's coming in from the northwest. We also have another storm over toward Latham. So all of these are competing for the best energy, the best juice, the best moisture to try to survive. But the latest looks here, I think we definitely cannot take our eyes off this storm just yet because I think this may be starting to organize a little bit more, at least what we're noticing here on Doppler radar. Tornado warning until 7:45 for Cowley County. There is some of that circulation now getting ready to approach Highway 77. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the other storms because this one has our attention, but we have a lot of other thunderstorms too that have prompted severe thunderstorm warnings from northern Sumner County, southeastern Sedgwick County, across Butler County, and this also extends back up toward the Topeka area. Topeka had a close call with a tornadic supercell moments ago, but now that storm is starting to get closer to the Lawrence area, and they have maintained the tornado warning because that is a pretty strong storm. But when you look at these overall thunderstorms, you have some in southern Sumner County out toward Caldwell that are all by themselves, but they are not maintained with a severe thunderstorm warning. But we still have severe thunderstorm warnings from the Derby area over toward Belle Plaine, extending down toward Wellington, because the track of those thunderstorms will be to the southeast. Sedgwick County, the southeastern parts of Sedgwick County will remain under that severe thunderstorm warning until 7:30. Northern Sumner County also under a severe thunderstorm warning. That is also going to last until 7:30. Over toward Butler County and Augusta, this is also going to be some pretty strong hail and also some heavy amounts of rainfall. And a few moments ago, we did get a report about 5 miles to the south of Augusta. There's one storm spotter that reports a wall cloud with this storm. But just looking at the reflectivity, I'm not necessarily seeing anything now that bears watching, not like that storm over toward Cowley County that has prompted the tornado warning that will remain in effect until about 7:45 for this evening. Also, some damage reports now coming into the Storm Track 3 Weather Center from El Dorado. One report of 12 to 14-inch diameter limbs have been brought down, and there's also another report of an 8-inch diameter tree that has also been brought down because of these thunderstorms. So we'll continue to gather more information, all those storm reports that are constantly coming in. Dime-size hail in the city of Harper. That storm has not been prompted as severe just yet, but that's also one of those storms that's all by itself. We also have a severe thunderstorm warning that is now in effect for Harper. Oh, they just issued it. Harper and also Sumner. That's going to be for half-dollar size hail. So the hail core will continue to get a little bit bigger with that. Also, emergency management reporting that damage with some tree limbs that's down in the El Dorado area. But right now, this is the storm that we are monitoring over Cowley County. And the reason that we are staying with you on air because there are folks that are in the path of this storm. This is a tornadic supercell. We've had reports of wall clouds. We've had reports of funnels. We also have meteorologist Jack Maney on it. Let's go ahead and get back out to Jack.
All right, Lisa, we are in Udall right now, and we're looking at the base of this thunderstorm. You can see that light area in the center of it. That's actually the rear flanking downdraft cutting out the clouds and showing us that we definitely have some rotation within that cloud base. Although right now it is fairly broad and weak, the cloud base is also fairly high, higher than I would expect to see from a storm that would be imminently producing a tornado. But these things cycle, they change, they breathe in, they breathe out. It looks like we might be in one of those outward breaths. And as we go through the next few minutes, we could see the storm take in another breath of that humid, rich moisture coming in from the south. And as we go, yep, there's Now we are officially inside of that tornado warning polygon here in Storm Tracker 3. But yes, we are going to be watching this very closely and for any new developments from it. But for the moment, it does look like a tornado might not be at least imminent within the next 5 to 10 minutes. Lisa.
All right, meteorologist Jack Maney and Storm Tracker 3 on a tornado-warned storm in Cowley County. Center of circulation has now shifted to the east of Dale. This may be cycling, but we also have additional thunderstorms that are trying to catch up from the northwest. Not seeing as much of that gate-to-gate shear or that rotation that we did a little bit earlier on. Lucy, let's go ahead and take a look at a storm up toward Chase County. I want to take a look at something that's going on with it. Just want to make sure that everything is cool with that storm, because we're going to switch back over to our reflectivity product and get a look at this storm that's going from Chase County over toward Lyon County and also into the northwestern parts of Lyon County as well. But that storm here, we may need to switch over to the Topeka Doppler radar source and take a look at how that storm is also behaving. But there is a little bit of rotation in the southeastern part of Chase County. By the way, did get a report of a tornado in far northeast Topeka. Let's make sure we let the newsroom know about that maybe the Topeka Metro has been impacted by a tornado. Let's go ahead and zoom things out because, over toward KU, because I know that storm's going to be going over toward Lawrence, and that's the guy right there. We have our local storm reports, the tornado reports that have been posted on this, but now it looks like the storm is going to be approaching the Lawrence area here momentarily, and it's also competing with a whole bunch of other thunderstorms to the south over Clinton and Carbondale. So hopefully this is going to choke it off and the tornadic threat is going to drop. But those of you that have kids that's over at the KU campus, give them a call and make sure that they are paying attention to this storm, because this has been a long-tracked, long-lived tornadic supercell that has had many reports of tornadoes so far this evening. Let's get back out to the storm over toward Cowley County and take a look at that storm, because it does look like we do have some new updates with that with meteorologist Jack Maney. Jack, go.
Hi, Lisa. We got a funnel cloud just pretty much about
Almost directly overhead here.
It's a little bit out in front of us, but it looks like it's now dissipating from, it's just a very quick little spin up in the cloud base. It doesn't look like it made a very good attempt to come down to the ground, but at least a little needle funnel in the cloud base shows that this thing is still, the rotation is still alive and well within it, and we're going to watch as this thing continues to cycle. Looks like it is trying to breathe in again, and that might try to produce our next attempt at a tornado within the next 5 to 10 minutes. Lisa.
All right, we're going to keep his photo up. We're going to keep his video feed from Storm Tracker, and we're going to do the split screen here. And he did capture that funnel moments ago, but this is the storm that has prompted the tornado warning that stays in effect until 7:45 for this evening. Let's go ahead and reposition this, Lucy, a little bit more to the southwest, because we have other communities that will be impacted by this. It is now to the east-northeast of Udall, so this storm is not a threat for you folks in Udall, but you have additional thunderstorms that are strong to severe up to the northwest of you that will be dropping south. But this is the guy that's been all by himself. He's the one that's enjoying all that moisture and trying to produce a tornado. Has not succeeded from what we've been able to see from this vantage point, but it is certainly trying. We've had reports of wall clouds, we've had reports of funnels, and we've also seen that with Storm Tracker 3 and meteorologist Jack Maney. But that center of circulation is going to be immediately to the south of Rock, but I still think that this is trying to get its act together again. Did have some reports of some quarter-size hail in some parts of the region with these storms. Did get a report of about 3 miles to the southeast of Benton of getting some quarter-size hail earlier this evening. Now, Jack is getting into another position, moving away from the trees. You can see the setting sun, but also that highlights underneath the base of this supercell storm that has prompted the tornado warning. Let's get back out to Jack for an update.
All right, Lisa, it looks like we have another attempt at a wall cloud forming there on
the as all these trees are getting in the way. But yeah, there's a look at what's at least the formative stages of a wall cloud. That would be a little bit more of a consolidated, organized attempt at least a location where a tornado may try to drop out of this storm. We're still seeing the signs of rotation. That cut from the RFD, the rear flanking downdraft with those winds spinning around on the backside of the storm, is still there. The wall cloud's in the right position for along where that cut is in the cloud base, and that's where I think we're going to be watching very closely for any additional funnel clouds. That's where the rotation is trying to consolidate itself. Going to be right there in just about the center of your screen. Watching very closely. Right now, though, we do not have at least an imminent tornado, but the signs are that the storm is starting to organize. We're going to watch very closely. Lisa.
And are those tornado sirens that we're hearing, Maney?
No, I believe that's just the noise from the vehicle.
Okay,
just road noise.
Because you know, you hear a little bit of a howl in there, and I was curious if that's what we were listening to. But looking at Doppler radar, this guy is still trying to rotate. He's still trying to rotate to the east of Udall, south of Douglas, to the southwest of Atlanta, and also to the northeast of Winfield, and also north of Tisdale. But this might actually be absorbed by additional thunderstorms that will be coming in from the northwest. I think if this is going to be the guy that tries to produce a tornado, it is going to be any time right now. But we're going to continue to watch this storm rather closely. We're going to continue to get updates from meteorologist Jack Maney in Storm Tracker 3, and as we get those updates, we will pass those along to you right here on KSN, and we'll keep you advised.